Relationship counselling is a wonderful tool that's available to anybody and everybody, whether you're married or whether you're just in a long-term relationship or indeed a short-term relationship. The value of relationship counselling is beyond measure, really. It's a great means by which you can have your relationship explored, have your relationship serviced, and look for some repairs before they arise. With Daniel Picave Counselling, we have a number of very clear steps that we take when it comes to relationship counselling with our clients. And we wanted to take you through those steps so you know what to expect. The first session is where we get to introduce ourselves as counsellors. We get to tell you about what we do. And then we get to hear about you. The first session is very exploratory. We're just giving you the opportunity to share your problems, your issues as you see them for that first time. So it really is a little opportunity for each member of the relationship to just express their views in a safe space. And I think the term that comes up time and time again when we talk to people who've been in relationship counselling with us for a while is that they find it quite a safe space whereby they feel they can say pretty much anything, and they're not going to be judged. They also find that the conversation flows in a much more open way because there's not a counsellor, less so, but perhaps because there's an umpire in the room who can just keep the conversation going in a civilised way. So that first session is the three of us, me as the counsellor and you as the couple, all just getting to know each other really and getting to understand what the issues are that we're going to try and address over the sessions and the weeks ahead. Then, at the next session, we divide you in two. So session number 2 and session number 3 are one-to-one, where I speak to each member of the couple alone for an entire session. What that provides us with, and the reason we do it, is because it provides an opportunity for you to share your views unheard by your partner. And there'll be some things that you want to tell us that you're uncomfortable about talking about openly. And there'll be some history that you might want to share with us that possibly your partner doesn't know, or possibly it's upsetting for your partner to hear. But it really is just an opportunity for a very open, no holds barred conversation where we talk about your view, your side of the story. Ordinarily, we tend to start with whoever it is has instigated the counselling. We tend to give them the first shout to have their one-to-one session. I find that's most useful. And then the second session, we obviously flip that round, or it'll actually be session number 3. We turn that round and the other partner gets to have their say. Those one-to-one sessions can be incredibly revealing, which I guess is why we do them. Because people will talk about all sorts of things when they believe that obviously the only person who's listening is this stranger, this counsellor. And so we go back into childhood, we go back into previous relationships, we explore friendship circles, we explore family, we go wherever the conversation takes us. And wherever you want the conversation to take us. There are some points that I'm trying to understand. There are some issues that I'm probably going to touch on that came up in the first session because I just want to get your view on them. But pretty much those one-to-one sessions is your opportunity to take the conversation wherever you want to take it. Perhaps the unique thing about Daniel Picave Counselling is during our sessions we don't make any notes. Because that detracts from the conversation. We just allow the conversation to flow in order that we are completely engaged with you in what it is that you're saying. And we interject whenever it's suitable for us to do so. Sometimes we might pass an opinion. Sometimes we might lighten a moment when it's getting a little bit intense perhaps and we can see you getting upset. But really, it's the stage is yours for those sessions. So that's session number 2. And session number 3, each of you has had that opportunity, that one-to-one opportunity with me. And during those 2 sessions, I make the same comment to each partner. What I say is that when we get back together as a trio, when the 3 of us are back in the room together, I will not share everything that we spoke about in our one-to-one sessions. I will only share what is relevant to fixing and resolving the issues in the relationship. Because there are other items that you tell me, other episodes that you share with me that aren't relevant to your relationship. They are relevant to you as a human being and to your history and to how you've evolved as a character, but they're not relevant to the relationship. So we share what it's appropriate for the trio to understand. But it's fair to say that sometimes during those one-to-one sessions, an issue comes up, a trauma comes up that we need to explore a little bit further, that we need to explore further than just that 1 hour of one-to-one. And so often during the course of the journey that we have together, I will revert back to one-to-one sessions in order that we can explore specific issues that aren't necessarily related to the relationship, but they're related to you as a human being and how you've arrived where you are. And so we might revisit previous traumas, revisit suppressed grief, in order just to help you to lighten your load. So let's get back to session number 4. So at session number 4, you've both had your one-to-one, and it's me now sharing with you my view with examples as to where the issues are, where the obstacles are in the relationship, and how it is that we can overcome those obstacles. And the single biggest obstacle in any relationship, in my experience, is the ability to talk to each other. And often, if relationship counselling does nothing else at all, it gives people the skill set to be able to talk to each other. And hopefully, as they become comfortable during the weeks, they start to do that same open talking, open channel talking at home. So that's relationship counselling. And we'd love to do it if you feel there'll be some benefit for doing it with you. Hope you liked that video. If Danny Picave Counselling is something that interests you, perhaps you're going to like that video, so why don't you watch that next? If McKenzie Picave, our family law support service, is something that is going to be of some use to you, perhaps you want to watch that video. Or failing that, just get in touch, and we'll see you next time.